your argument may be correct, which is this. Look at Section 5 of the J&K Constitution. It says the executive and legislative power of the state extends to all matters except those with respect to which Parliament has the power to make laws for the state under the provisions of the Constitution of India. So once the Constitution of India defines which is the area in respect of which Parliament has the power to make laws, then that is denuded from the jurisdiction of the Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly. Now, we have seen how progressively the ambit of the legislative domain of Parliament was expanded. For instance, initially the entire concurrent list was outside the power of Parliament.
Correct.
You had only certain entries in List 1, the Union List.
I am obliging.
Right? Subsequently, the concurrent list was brought in. Once the concurrent list is brought in within the domain of Parliament, to that extent, the legislative domain of the Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly is denuded. Then entry 97 was wholly outside the purview of Parliament initially. Later on, as we see, entry 97 is also gradually brought in within the purview of Parliament, albeit in the context of laws affecting the sovereignty and integrity of India, terrorism, so on and so forth. Therefore, it's very obvious from Section 5 of the J&K Constitution that once the Constitution of India prescribes a certain legislative domain for Parliament, then that is progressively denuded from the legislative ambit of the J&K Legislative Assembly. And that was not fixed as of 1957. Another very important feature is that Section 5 does not fix the ambit of the legislative or executive domain of the J&K government and the Legislative Assembly as of 26th of January 1957.
Correct.
In fact, it contemplates that what the Constitution of India will prescribe for Parliament will be outside the domain of the...
of our domain.
So in that sense, it was always intended to be subservient to the Constitution of India.
And